Hi, I'm Dr. Margaret Winters, and I want to show you a quick exercise to liven up your feet, which don't get much attention at all. A useful thing to do before you start is to stand up on your tippy toes, check in with your feet, check in with your ankles, see what feels stable, see what feels alive or not. We're going to work 6 points on the bottom of the foot. The first one is right here where the plantar fascia attaches to the heel. That's a very dense band of tissue, so you can work with some pressure there. The second is on the inside of the foot, right in this little pocket. It's always going to be tender, so you want to work lightly there. There's a corresponding spot right as in this little divot on the outside of the foot. That's much denser tissue, so you can work with more pressure there. Then we're going to work on the underside of the dome of the foot. Finally, there are two moves that you're going to do with the ball right centered in the middle of that transverse arch. So basically, this is like foot flossing, same way you would with your teeth. All right, so I've got the ball centered right underneath my knee, ankle. I'm going to put my toes down so that I can waggle the heel with control. I can also lift the toes up and go back and forth, or in a star pattern or circle, circle. As you get more familiar with it, you'll have more control. You can put more weight down on this tissue and vary the way you're able to move the foot. The second point, I like to angle the foot down on top of the ball. Again, I'm trying to keep knee-ankle alignment. And I'm just going to work very lightly into that little pocket. I'm centered right on top of the ball. So you don't have to work this very long. You just want to get some molecular motion so the fascia has more glide and the foot motion is easier. I'm going to roll to the side so you can see the lateral point. Again, I'm angling down on the ball about 45 degrees. And I'm going to get in there and work. You can put your toes down if that makes it easier for you. I find that once you've got it centered right on the pocket, you can really get in there and work that tissue with some good control. The fourth spot is really everybody's favorite. It's kind of the payoff. You get to just rub the ball back and forth underneath your foot. You want to go along the length of the underside of the foot and across the width of it. And that tends to feel really good. You don't want to put a lot of pressure here, just enough to get some nice motion in there. Finally, you're going to trap the ball underneath that transverse arch and wrap your toes down around the ball so you can see I'm kind of white knuckling here. And what I'm going to do is lift and flare my feet, or rather my toes. The little toe is always going to want to lag. Do that anywhere from 6 to 8 times. Then reach down and trap the outer 4 toes and just work on the big toe. You'll be surprised at how much difference you'll feel in the difference in the motion of the big toe foot to foot. So your right toe big toe may have much more motion than the left, or vice versa. Just keep at this. You're really sending a neurological signal to that toe to keep motion. And for women in particular, that's very important to do, because we tend to wear shoes that are too tight in the toe box, and the toe, if you have any tendency to bunions, is going to start deviating across the other toes, and that's not a good thing. When you get done, go back up on your tippy toes, and you'll notice that the feet feel much livelier and your ankle may feel more stable. It's a great, simple exercise to keep the motion of the foot working well and to keep your feet happy. So enjoy.